Hey, good morning everybody. It's your pal Ben here from Twig Cycles out of Hagerstown, Maryland. And today we're going to check out this 2024 Triumph Speed 400. We're just going to go over some of the details on this bike in addition to some of the accessories that we also have installed. All right, guys, so today is the 23rd of August, 2024, which means the Speed 400 model and the Scrambler 400X has been out for about a year now for the most part. And I know as far as Twig Cycles here in Hagerstown, Maryland, these things have been super popular. We've sold a lot of the Speed 400s and the Scrambler 400X alike, and they also seem to be very popular pretty much all around the world for the most part. All right, guys, so I want to take a quick minute here and just talk about that power plant. This is a 398cc single-cylinder engine. It is liquid cooled and fuel injected, of course. And believe it or not, that engine's actually putting out 39.5 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 27.7 foot-pounds of torque at 6,500 RPM. Like I said, we've sold a lot of the Speed 400s, the Scrambler 400s. We also have a lot of folks that are doing some two-up riding. I actually have some very close friends of mine that pretty much all the riding that they do is two-up riding. So rider and passenger together on a Speed 400, and it carries them around beautifully. He also uses it for commuting to and from work. It has plenty of power, plenty of torque, and just like he's always said, it's just an absolute blast, you know. It's just fun to rip around on. It's super nimble, very agile. It's coming in at 380 pounds, so it's just very lightweight. It's very approachable. For those of you that are looking for something maybe in the beginner bike entry-level category, this is definitely something you need to consider. It's very approachable, very confidence inspiring. Additionally, for those of you that are looking for those safety benefits out of a smaller bore motorcycle like this, this also comes with ABS brakes standard in addition to traction control. And pretty much what that means is it's going to keep that front wheel down. It's also going to keep that back wheel from slipping, things like that. It's going to keep you firmly planted on the ground. And like I say, it's just very confidence inspiring. You don't have to worry about the bike getting away from you or anything like that. For the most part, what I've read and what I've heard from folks, you're getting about 55 mpg out of this bike. And speaking of fuel, your fuel tank that they gave you, which by the way, beautiful fuel tank, you can actually see you have the Triumph logo, the Carnival red, of course. I'm sure a lot of you Triumph fans have seen this in person. That is the Carnival red color scheme, so you get a little bit of sparkle in there. Very classy. But that is a 3.43 gallon tank, so 3.43 US gallon, 13 liters. And for those of you that are curious, I did a video previously on the Scrambler 400. This is the first one I've done on the Speed. But for those of you that are curious on seat height, this is a 31.1 inch seat height. So like I say, 31.1 inch seat height, 790 millimeters. And I was actually a couple pounds over on the weight that I told you. These are coming in at 375 to be exact. So like I say, very lightweight, very agile, very friendly, and very approachable. I'll take a minute here and just kind of show you what the display looks like. So if we zoom in on your display, you can see we have our speedometer. Couple of indicator lights there, which I'll get into in a second. Your digital portion here, you have a gear indicator. Your tachometer is right there. You have your fuel gauge at the bottom right hand side there. You have your time, a side stand indicator, your odometer. And if we actually hit the I for info button, you can scroll through your display. So there we have trip 1, trip 2, MPGs, average MPGs. This is your fuel range until your tank is completely empty. You have your traction control, and what that's saying is Triumph traction control is on, so TTC on. If we press and hold, for those of you that are wondering, if you have one of these and you read the owner's manual, it says it's a 5-second hold. It's more like a 10-second hold to be exact, but you can actually turn the traction control off, and there again, we're gonna count. It's about an 8-second hold, press and hold, and you can turn it back on. And all I'm doing on that setting there is pressing and hold, press and holding on the I for info button there. You have your set, so you can set your clock if you wish, and then you're back at your odometer right where we started. Now, currently we have the engine turned off, so these two lights you see are on. I have no concern about that right now because the engine is not running. If the engine was running and those lights were on, then we would have a concern. But right here, this is just letting you know traction control is enabled, so it's active, and ABS is also active. So you'll see ABS will actually go off when you start to ride. I'll go ahead and fire it up here for you guys also. Now this is one of the, I think like only Triumph models that you do not have to pull the clutch in to actually fire it up. So make sure your kill switch is in the on position. And just below your hazards, you have your start button. Really good sound. I'm not talking any louder than what I was just a couple of seconds ago, so you guys, I'm sure, can hear me just fine. So it has a really good sound coming out of the muffler, but it's not overly loud. You can still have a conversation with you and your buddy. Now this is a 6-speed transmission, so shift pattern 1 down, 5 up. You can say we have more of a street-oriented tire on the Speed 400 as opposed to the Scrambler 400. Get your radiator up here. Like I say, this is a liquid-cooled 398cc single-cylinder engine. Fuel injected, of course, which means for those of you that are looking for a great beginner bike, this is not carbureted, which means no fuel valve, no choke that you have to worry about. And like I say, in terms of safety benefits, this has traction control and anti-lock brakes. Going back to what I was saying in terms of safety, LED headlight, LED turn signals, so you're nice and bright. You can see and be seen. I used to preach that during my safety course days. You know, it's good to be seen as well as being able to see well at night. So LED indicators and headlight. Very classy headlight, by the way, I will add. So, but I want to go ahead and just hop into some of the accessories that we have equipped on this bike. So we outfitted it with the Headlight Guard. This is a Triumph accessory. The little fly screen is also a Triumph accessory. And I'm going to go back here and show you the tank pad. So for those of you that, you know, if you're on your way to work and you got your belt buckle, or if you're wearing a riding pants, sometimes they can kind of overlap the tank. We have a little bit of protection there to protect the paint. You got the little tank pad from Triumph. And moving back, we have our luggage rack. So of course, now all these accessories you can get for the Scrambler or the Speed 400. And we have the luggage rack back here. So if you're looking to do some commuting and you're like, man, this is a, you know, relatively small bike, what can I do, you know, aside from carrying a backpack? Well, you have the luggage rack that you can add. And of course, you have tie down points all throughout this luggage rack. So you have places that you can tie down bungee cords, tie cords, things like that. And down here, I have one of the many Triumph bags. Now, this is not one that's actually intended for this bike, but I thought this was just kind of a good showcase. We got a pretty good size bag here, and this is also a Triumph accessory. I don't have it tied down, but just to kind of show you what that would look like on this bike. So it's just something that you can do. It's just, I love being able to accessorize bikes and make them fit everybody's wants and needs, and there's just so much that you can do with these. Yeah, so just in terms of storage, if you're doing some commuting to and from work and you don't want to carry a backpack, I would recommend getting the luggage rack and throwing on you know, a quick bag on the back. And that's even if you're carrying a you know, rider and passenger. If you're not carrying a passenger, you can get just a tail bag that covers over the passenger seat portion of the bike. You don't have to get the luggage rack, but at least if you get the luggage rack, it allows you and a passenger to ride comfortably with some luggage on the back. And like I say, you can get a nice tank bag for the tank also. Right now, when we set these bikes up, when they come to us from the crate, so when we're pulling them out of the crate and getting them assembled, we install the mirrors flipped up. It seems to be that's the easiest way folks can see around their shoulders. They can see properly behind them. If you're looking to do a little bit of customization and kind of make the bike look a little bit lower and meaner and things like that, I've seen some folks even flip the mirrors like you see here. And it's just all total preference. It's all personal preference. I've always liked motorcycles that you can make them your own. Do things that are simple and easy to customize it and make it fit your personality. And if this is something that you dig, this is a super easy, simple little thing you can do. It's just flip the mirrors upside down. Gives a little bit more of a, you know, kind of low and mean kind of stance, and a little bit kind of, you know, maybe cafe racer-esque a little bit, but it's just kind of one of those personality preferences. If you like the mirrors flipped up or down, that's something simple that you can do. So just to kind of close out a little bit here, like I say, accessories that we have on this particular bike happens to be the Triumph accessory Headlight Guard. We have the fly screen up there. We also have the tank pad from Triumph and the luggage rack. And those are all parts of this demo bike that we have put together. This just happened to be a Triumph bag that I grabbed on my way out the door to do this video. So yeah, there's a lot of customization that you can do with the Speed and the Scrambler 400s to make it fit your personality and fit your wants and needs and things like that. This is a fantastic option if you're looking for a entry-level motorcycle, beginner-level motorcycle. Like I say, in terms of safety, very bright lights, bright headlight, LED headlight, indicators are very bright. This also comes standard with ABS, and this also comes standard with traction control, both on the Scrambler 400 and the Speed 400. For those of you that are looking to step down from possibly a heavier, larger motorcycle, this still has plenty of power, plenty of torque. If you're looking to get on something that's not, you know, too slow, not too boring, believe me, this thing is very exhilarating for a single cylinder 400, and it's just an absolute blast. Like I say, I have friends of mine that ride primarily 2-up on their Speed 400, and it carries both rider and passenger, and at times they carry a backpack with them also, so it carries both riders and luggage perfectly fine. They don't feel like it's sluggish at all. But it's, you know, it's enough to get you around. It's enough to do some commuting. You're getting a heck of a value out of both the Speed 400s and the Scrambler 400s. Triumph knocked it out of the park with these bikes. We've had both beginner riders and experienced riders, very experienced riders, hop on this bike and absolutely love it. So I'm going to go ahead and close up here, guys. That's just kind of my brief run through on the 2024 Triumph Speed 400. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those in the comment section below. If there's something that I perhaps did not address in this video and that you're curious about, leave that question in the comment section below. Please do me a favor, help me grow my channel. If you can like and subscribe, I would uber appreciate it. Very, very thankful for that if you can do that. But yeah, guys, I gotta get back to work. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and we'll catch you guys later. Thank you.